Focus is rare now, not because it's impossible, but because it's constantly being broken. Every day, without you noticing, you try to concentrate, to work, to stay present, but something always interrupts. Your phone, notifications, random thoughts, the need to check something quickly. And just like that, your focus is gone, not once, but over and over again. And the more it happens, the harder it becomes to focus again. Because focus is not just a skill, it's a habit. And most people have trained themselves to lose it. They switch tasks constantly, they check things repeatedly, they never stay with one thing long enough, and over time, that becomes their default. A scattered mind, a distracted routine, a life without deep attention, and that's the problem. Because without focus, nothing meaningful gets built. You stay busy, but not productive. You do things, but without depth, without progress, and you don't understand why, because you're trying, but your habits are working against you. That's how it happens. Not through one big distraction, but through small ones, repeated every day, quietly, without awareness. So in this video, we're going to talk about 9 daily habits, the ones that are ruining your focus, even if you don't realize it. Most people think they have a focus problem, but it's not really focus, it's habits. The small things you do every day, without thinking, checking your phone, switching tasks, letting distractions interrupt you. These don't feel serious, they feel normal. Everyone does them, so you don't question them. But over time, they train your brain to lose attention, to seek stimulation, to avoid depth, and that's why focusing feels hard. Not because you can't do it, but because you've practiced the opposite, again and again, every single day. That's how habits work. They shape how your mind operates, what it defaults to, what feels natural, and if your default is distraction, focus becomes difficult, even frustrating, because your mind keeps pulling away, looking for something easier, something faster, something more stimulating. That's why awareness matters, because once you see these habits clearly, you can change them, you can retrain your focus, you can build depth again, not instantly, but gradually, through what you repeat. So in the next part, we're going to break down these habits, the ones that quietly destroy your focus without you even realizing it. Number 1, you check your phone constantly, without thinking, without purpose, just out of habit. And every time you do, you break your attention, you reset your focus, and over time, your mind gets used to interruption. Number 2, you switch tasks too often. You start something, then move to something else, then something else again, thinking you're being productive, but you're not, because every switch costs you focus and prevents deep work. Number 3, you don't give anything your full attention. You multitask, you split your focus. Trying to do multiple things at once, but instead of doing more, you do everything worse, because real focus requires full attention, not partial. Number 4, you react to every notification, every sound, every alert. You stop what you're doing to check it immediately, and that trains your brain to prioritize interruption over concentration, over depth. Number 5, you don't set clear work blocks. You work randomly, whenever you feel like it, without structure, without boundaries. And that makes focus unstable because your mind doesn't know when to lock in. Number 6, you consume too much fast content. Short videos, quick scrolling, constant stimulation, and that shortens your attention span because your brain gets used to speed, to instant reward, so anything that requires time feels harder to stay with. Number 7, you don't take breaks properly. You either don't rest at all, or you distract yourself completely, scrolling, checking things, filling every pause. But real rest means letting your mind reset.
Not overstimulated. Number 8, you rely on how you feel to focus. If you feel motivated, you try. If you don't, you stop. So your focus becomes inconsistent, unreliable, because focus is a skill, not a feeling, and it needs to be trained. Number 9, you don't protect your environment. Noise, clutter, interruptions, they're always there, and you allow it. But your environment shapes your attention, and if it's not designed for focus, it will destroy it. These habits don't feel serious. They feel normal, every day, but repeated daily. They shape your mind. They train your attention. They decide whether you can focus or not. Not in one moment, but over time, through what you repeat, again, and again, and again. And here's the truth. Focus is not something you find. It's something you build. And right now, most people are building the opposite. Through habits, through patterns, through small actions. They repeat every day. Because every time you get distracted, you train your mind to lose focus. Every time you switch tasks, you weaken your attention. Every time you react instantly, you lose control. And over time, that becomes your default. A mind that can't stay still. A mind that can't go deep. A mind that struggles to concentrate. Not because it's broken, but because it's trained that way. But here's what matters. The same way it was trained, it can be retrained. Because once you become aware, you have a choice. You can keep repeating those habits, or you can change them. Not all at once, not perfectly, but intentionally. Because focus is built in small moments. The choice to stay, the choice to continue, the choice to ignore distraction. Again, and again, and again. That's what creates depth. That's what builds concentration. That's what allows you to actually move forward. So if you want better focus, don't just try harder. Change your habits, because your habits are what decide everything. One small decision at a time.